Find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. So to begin with, any kind of quadratic or linear or any kind of equation or expression, you always need to write in standard form. So the very first thing to do is writing in standard form. So we are looking at x squared minus 2x minus 8 being equated to f of x, where f is your function's name or the expression's name, and x shows that it's dependent on, this expression is dependent on x only. So the next thing that you need to know is how to find the zeros. Right? We have to find the zeros and verify the relationship. So to do that, we can use many methods and start off with splitting the middle term. So other methods are graphical method. Then we have splitting the middle. Okay, I already told trial and error. Then we have formula method. Then we have how else? I forgot. There was one more method. I forgot. Anyways, so coming back, we have splitting the middle term, which tells us to get two numbers, which when multiplied will give me minus 8 into 1. Right? The product should be equal to minus 8 in this case. And when we add, I should get minus 2, the middle term. So we're looking at plus 1 plus 8. So what are this? We're listing the factors of 8. This is the procedure. Okay, you need to look into the factors of minus 8. So plus 1 plus 8 plus 2 plus 4. So these are the few factors, and the other remaining factors are minus plus or minus 1 plus or minus 8 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 4. That is, I'll make a small note. When someone tells plus or minus 4, they mean plus 4 or minus 4, literally. Instead of writing 2 times, they just write plus or minus, which means the same. Okay, so there are 8 numbers that can divide minus 8. Please don't have confusion that why minus 4. Yes, minus 4 is also a number which can divide with a remainder 0, which can divide minus 8 with a remainder 0, is it not? So minus 4 is also a factor. And one more speciality about the way I have written is I have paired it. So 1 and 8 will give me 8, 2 and 4 will give me 8, is it not? So I have paired it. So it's important to pair. Okay, so now amongst the pair, which is the ideal one which will give us minus 2? We have plus or minus 4 plus or minus 2. Amongst this, minus 4 and plus 2 will help us in getting minus 8 and minus 2. Right? 4 and 2 is the only way wherein we can get 2 by subtracting. But since we want minus 2, we will take minus 4 and plus 2. So this will result in subtraction wherein the bigger number is a negative sign. So once you have done this, what's next? F of x is equal to 1x squared minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. We will just copy the numbers as coefficient of x and write it over here. Then we will take common between the first two terms and the last two terms. This can be just numbers or variables or both. In this case, we can see clearly that x is the variable which is common, and with regarding to the number, it's just 1. Okay, so 1x square, if I take 1x common, I'll be left out with x, and minus 4, if I take 1x common, I'll be left out with minus 4. And the next two numbers we are looking at, we have 2 common, and since we need x minus 4, again, this is what the method dictates. Okay, you need to get same expression in both the places. So now look into, should we go with plus 2 or minus 2 as common? In this case, it's plus 2. There are few cases wherein you need to take a negative common, so be careful over that. And we have few examples coming, so wherein we'll take a negative number. Now, between these two terms, right, we have two terms. We have x minus 4 common, and you're left out with x plus 2, right? X plus 2. And that too, you write it in brackets. So the last step is to find the zeros. Okay, no, last but one actually. So in this case, x minus 4 I equal to 0 and x is equal to 4. This is your alpha, while x plus 2 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 2 is your other 0, and that is beta. Please don't write next to each other, write below each other during your exams, because there's a chances that they might not consider this part to be corrected. Okay, in final exam they have such rules, so always present it one after another. At last we have verification, right? For verification, what is that we are verifying? The relationship between alpha and beta, which is nothing but p by a, and alpha into beta, which is nothing but c by a. But what is this a, b, c, d? Well, these are nothing but your ax square plus bx plus c. That is, a is the coefficient of x square, b the coefficient of x, and c is the constant. So all you have to do is substitute 4 minus 2 is equal to minus of minus 2 by 1. All I did was copy the a and b values and alpha and beta values and substitute it over here. Okay. So if you want to be careful, or if you're not okay with what I just wrote here, you can write plus of minus 2 because beta is minus 2. On further solving, 4 plus of minus 2 will get 2, and here you get 2. Right, this is a true statement. Okay, and after leaving a line, you should start with this. So please don't write it next to each other. And we have alpha being 4, beta being minus 2, which is equal to c, which is minus 8 by a1. So the product is minus 8 is equal to minus 8. This 2 is a true statement, and we have hence verified. Right, that's all the question asked for, and we have done it. Please enroll to our program at chalkpieceacademy.com, wherein we'll be teaching you a lot more tricks for faster simplification calculation, DIY projects. We'll code with Python, we'll work with Arduino Uno. There are a lot more magic tricks and the physics behind it. They are printable materials which will help you recap and understand things better. We'll have live revision and doubt session 2 months before your term exams. It's very cost effective. There would be no ads or any kind of distractions, and we have a dedicated app to help you guys with this.